you don't go with the program, it's going to be a long stop.
All
right?
Yeah.
And then your buddy here going to get a speeding ticket because of you. We're telling you to give us your
I don't have
ID.
my ID.
Then you should have one, right?
No, I shouldn't.
So Figueroa,
What?
your lucky day. You getting a ticket.
For what? You didn't even clock him.
Welcome back to We the People University. My name is Abai Israel, former police officer, former sheriff deputy.
Open up! Police!
Today we're taking a look at we're about to see two police officers get owned by a teenager sitting in the backseat of his friend's vehicle. What these cops didn't count on is these teenagers knowing their rights. And when these teenagers begin to tell the cops, hey, I don't have to ID because I'm only the passenger, at this point, we see a change in events. It appears that these cops stopped this vehicle because they saw a group of kids driving down the road. But when the kids presented that they knew their rights, the cops then changed their story. We're going to see the cops' allegations go from suspicion to speeding, then back to suspicion, then to detainment. This video is a little older, but I still thought it'd be a good video to help educate the public. I want you guys to keep an ear open for what the cop on the driver's side of the vehicle told the passenger. Make sure you listen. Let's jump right into this video, and we're definitely going to dive more in later.
He's looking for someone. Fuck it. Hey, David, you don't have to give him information.
Huh? What? Yeah. It's a Honda. You can't hear it. It's a hybrid. It's a hybrid. You can't hear it. What you guys doing?
Good.
You going the wrong one. First, flying down the road. Second, it's matching with a what? Vehicle matching with the description.
Hey guys, you mind giving me your IDs?
Nah,
I want to see your ID.
you can't get my ID. Did I
your
commit
ID.
a crime? Or am I being detained? I'm not even the one driving.
So the officer said the vehicle matching your description.
Dude,
So-
give him your ID.
Yeah, give me your ID.
I don't
right
have
now.
my ID on me.
You don't have your ID?
Nope.
Get your ID, bro. Hey,
What's up?
are you in the car?
Yeah, but I'm not the one being detained. I'm not the one being detained, sir. I know my rights. My lawyer told me what to say. I have rights.
Everybody in the car gonna get.
My lawyer told me what to say exactly
your
because
lawyer
this isn't the first time I've been
right
stopped.
Your lawyer's doing you a disservice.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
Dude,
What's up?
you don't go with the program, it's gonna be a long stop.
All
All right?
Yeah.
And then your buddy here gonna get a speeding ticket because of you.
So first off, there are several things wrong with this video. First, the cop stated that the vehicle matched a description. Now they're saying they're speeding. Which is it? And I have to be honest, I've never pulled any driver over and given the driver a ticket because of the behavior or actions of the passenger who's either in the passenger seat or the back seat. That doesn't work. The other thing is this. He stated this is going to be a long stop. But why? Because passengers refuse to ID. This is where we go into showing that police officers do not know the law. The U.S. Court of Appeals for the Ninth Circuit, which oversees Arizona and several other Western states, recently ruled that law enforcement cannot extend a traffic stop because a passenger refuses to give their identification unless the officer has a reasonable suspicion the person has committed a crime. In general, law enforcement may detain or prevent an individual from leaving for the purpose of investigating a crime or for law enforcement officer safety. This detention, however, must be reasonable, but it is not reasonable when you're trying to violate the rights of any driver or any passenger or any citizen for that matter. However, the Supreme Court of the United States in Rodriguez versus the United States has held that investigative detentions, including traffic stops, must be temporary and last no longer than it is necessary to effectuate the purpose of the stop. So the point being, according to the courts, if you stop a vehicle, you cannot force the passenger to identify if you don't suspect the passenger of committing a crime. And if the passenger refuses to identify, you cannot extend the stop. This is also backed by Rodriguez versus the United States. You only can have a driver stopped on the side of the road for as long as it takes for you to write that citation or that warning. Without probable cause, you cannot keep the driver on the side of the road for longer than it would take for you to effectuate the purpose of the stop.
How's that? Now tell me your rights.
I still have rights.
Okay. We say nothing about your right. We say nothing about your right. We say nothing about your right. We say nothing about your right.
I would hate to have someone build my home who cares nothing about me or the home that they're building. I would hate to eat food from a chef who cares nothing about me or the food that he's cooking. But unfortunately, this country is stuck with police officers who do not care about the Constitution nor the people in which they serve. And we just clearly heard the police officer state that I don't care about your rights. But these are the same individuals who swore an oath to protect our rights. They swore an oath to the Constitution, but yet they violate our rights each and every day. Here's an example of an oath that a police officer would swear to become just that, a police officer. I, Officer so and so, do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which I am about to enter. So help me God. But now in today's time, this is something you merely say in order to get a job and a paycheck. No one cares about this anymore. Under federal law, 18 USC 242, it is illegal for anyone under the color of law to deprive any person of the rights, privileges, or immunity secured by the U.S. Constitution, in which every police officer swears by oath to protect. And under 18 USC 241, it is illegal to conspire to violate such rights. It is a felony punishable up to by 10 years in prison. This could be applied to local, state, or federal law enforcement officers or military personnel who abuse the rights of citizens. And as we're about to see, these cops are going to clearly deprive these young men of their rights. And we're also going to see where they conspire to do so.
We're telling you to give us your
I don't have my ID.
Then you should have one, right?
No, I shouldn't.
So Figueroa,
What?
you're lucky day. You getting a ticket.
For what?
Oh,
You didn't
you
even
didn't
clock
see me.
him.
I want to see you. Huh?
This car can't even go past 60.
We can go for it. I wasn't even speeding or anything.
He didn't even clock you. It's good. You can fight it. He doesn't have a radar gun. He didn't clock you.
That's cool if you don't have an ID. What's your name?
Nah, I'm not giving you my name. Not giving you anything. By law, I don't have to give you anything if I'm not being detained.
Yes, you do by law.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
By law, do I have to give you my name if I'm not being detained or I didn't commit a crime? I'm not even the one driving.
That you're in the vehicle that committed the crime.
No,
We
it's
didn't
not.
commit no
You
crime.
just accused me of committing a crime after he
I
just
said you're
said.
in the same vehicle that committed the crime. That's your.
How do you know it's this vehicle if he just said it's the description of the vehicle?
It doesn't matter what.
Do you have a license plate of this car?
At the very least, he was
What,
speeding,
what?
right?
No, he was not. Did he clock him?
It's at this point that both officers conspire to violate the rights of these young men. Watch as he look over at his partner and they give the word, and then they're going to snatch them out of the car and detain them.
Detain me for what? Nah, watch out.
Get out of the car.
For what?
Get out of the car.
Obstructing.
Obstructing what?
You don't have any. You're being detained.
Detained for what? What crime did I commit?
Down your phone. I'm taking your phone.
Wow.
You just go with the program, man.
I was going with the program. I'm just saying though, you can't
Alright,
strip
sit
me of
back
my
here in
rights
car,
though.
okay?
You can't strip me of my rights though. Like, come on, bro.
Come on.
You know he didn't clock him. You know, come on, man.
But now you're in the lane light.
You mean you have a gun? Suspecting for weapon.
And there you have it, folks. The link to the full video is down below in the description section. Don't allow your rights to be violated. Please make sure you know your rights. So when you encounter super tyrants like these cops, you know what you can and can't do and what they can and can't do. Down below also is a link to my free ebook. Make sure you download it. You can also click the link above my head. Make sure you download my ebook. It's going to help you to learn your rights. And if you're truly serious about learning your rights, Register for my online video course properly titled Surviving the Police. It's going to go through all the details to assure that your rights are not violated. And if these super tyrants violate your rights anyway, you're going to know that you can sue because they were out of line. With that being said, make sure you know your rights. We the People University, signing off.